Hey guys, what's up? This is me here on December 3rd, 2007. So why don't you grab yourself a nice icy glass of sweet Coke and let's see. Oh man, so I'm still working on catching up on some of my videos. It seems like I'm always catching up. You go back and forth, you know. First you're catching up, and then you're busy, and then you're catching up again. And you're never really just in the swing of it, you know. And it's almost, it's almost like it's better not to be in the swing of it, because then that's when it gets really boring, you know. But these last 4 days have just been like, holy mackerel. First Thursday night I had the podcast, so I was awake at 8 o'clock, go to work at 2 just after that. So Friday night I had to catch up on my sleep, or Friday morning caught up on my sleep because of that. So I couldn't really do anything that day because I slept like 12 hours again. Karaoke was Saturday night, so and I was up at like 5 o'clock for that last night. I got up at like 5 o'clock, went to that, went to work at 1 o'clock, got off, and then I went and hung out with Josh, and we went over to his house to watch movies. We watched Transformers, which was awesome. Just phenomenal. Couldn't believe how awesome that movie was. It was funny, too. And then we watched Blades of Glory, which was kind of funny. It wasn't really that good, but it was funny. It was really funny. There's these two guys skating together, right? Ice skating. And at the very end of their performance, they're sliding along the ice. This is their legs, right? They do like this right here. And I literally could not stop laughing for 5 minutes after that. I was smashed. And I got home and it was like 5, 6 in the afternoon, and I was up for 24 hours, baby. 24 hours in a row. Doesn't happen too often. Funny thing is, I wasn't even really that tired. I got tired at one point. I was reading, actually he let me borrow it, Stephen King Cell, the book. So I may be spending some time reading that. It's pretty freaky. After karaoke on Saturday night, we got a huge blizzard, which actually I'll show it to you. And it's just the usual crap. There's a nice little chunk there in front of that truck. The person who drives that car right there got stuck also, and I helped him. Man, the battery's running out on this thing. I might have to hurry. Where was I? What was I saying? I forgot now. I was talking about the blizzard. Hello. Yeah, so it's like when I went to karaoke, it wasn't too bad. There was like 4 inches at that point. It was coming down pretty hard. And I got there, and I got into the parking lot, and I got stuck, like, almost right away. Well, I got into the parking lot, and then I was trying to pull into a space, and I literally spent like 2 minutes going backwards and forwards before I realized it was a handicapped space. I was like, oh man. So, by the time I finally jacked myself out of it, I got up parallel with the other cars in what seemed to be a parking space. And went in, sung, hung out, got done, went back home. And when I got home, it was like an hour before I had to be at work. So, I pulled into the parking space, pulled into the parking lot, and got stuck there. This guy came out and helped me, got me unstuck. To get into the parking lot, I try to pull into a parking space, I get stuck again. And I'm like halfway into the space, I'm like diagonally into it, and like I'm like 6 inches from this other car, and I'm just like, oh crap, I hope he doesn't look out his window. And so I'm sitting there going back and forth, squabbling with that bitch, trying to get it to move, trying to get something, trying to get that snow to move or whatever. And I didn't have a shovel, so I came inside, and I made a little bit of a video complaining about it to myself. I went back out there with a broom, and that didn't do too much good, the broom, because what happened is it's like it just so happened to be exactly 33 degrees. Now, I just looked at weather.com like 2 days ago, and the highest high that we had was 39. So what it was doing getting at 33 degrees at midnight, I have no idea. But that's what it was, the perfect temperature so that you get the little freezing rain, where it impacts on the surface and makes a nice hard surface with 6-8 feet of snow under it. It's not an uncommon thing, let me tell you. But my broom wasn't doing nothing against that. So I go all the way across the parking lot, grab the shovel, come back, shovel my car out, and I ended up sitting. It took me like 45 minutes to get that thing out of there. I cannot believe it. It's ridiculous, man. You hear these people going around talking about how human beings can handle a lot more than we give ourselves credit for. You know what? I think we give ourselves plenty of credit, based on the fact that anyone lives up here in this I'll tell you that. Anyway. Alright, enough about that. That's a little thing that was about a 30-minute rant, that I had in my head, compressed into 30 seconds for your pleasure. For your safety, should I say. Yeah, your safety, because one of these days, no. No, even if I was, man, I wouldn't take it out on you guys. Love you. Anyway, so that car I was showing you outside, he came out at the same time as I was struggling with mine, and he got stuck too trying to back out. So it ended up that I helped him with his car, and then he helped me with mine. So that worked out good. That was awesome. I was just glad that anybody else was out there at 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, because... Oh, I forgot to tell you, after the second time that I got stuck, and that guy helped me to pull me out, I pulled out on the commercial street, I got stuck a third time. And I don't even know what I was stuck on this time. It looked like it was only this deep, but it was just slush. And you can't move, you know, you're sitting there, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to back up, go forward. And then what happens is, a lot of the time, I can't get it to move unless I turn the steering wheel. So I'll back up, I got the steering wheel turned all the way to the right. Then I go forward again, turn to the left. Back up, turn to the right. Go forward, turn to the left. But wait a minute, no, maybe you have to leave it to turn to the right the whole time and go over the same spot. You know, a car weighs 3 tons. It crushes human bone. What is this snow made of that it can't get pushed out of the way or something, you know? Ugh. That debunks the laws of physics right there as far as I'm concerned, but anyway. Well, since when do the laws of physics apply? Only when it's convenient, apparently, to make people suffer. Ugh. I got more proof of that, let me tell you. Oh, let me see how much on Hobo Wars. God, it's up to 20 already. Oh my god, that is so... You don't want to hear me talk about that. I'm telling you, these games, these online MMORPGs, let me tell you something, these things have, like, totally ruined my life. It's like, you get to a certain point where you've invested so much time that you think, well, I can't walk away now. On these games, most of them, for example, you get 1 turn every 15 minutes. The problem is that you can only hold so many turns. You have a certain capacity, and when that gets full, you stop getting turns. So you have to spend those turns so it'll start filling up again, and you actually get the turns every 15 minutes. So pretty much, if you don't get to the computer every 4 hours, you're missing out on turns, and you can't spend them, and the competition, you know, is spending them. At least I think most of them are. There's people that have talked about it. They actually set their alarm clocks to make sure that they don't miss a single turn 24 hours a day. And, like, for 2 years we've all been doing this. You know, and I just got sick of it and said, you know what, I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep a night. I'm going to go to work, and I'm not going to drive home on my break just to spend my turns up, you know. So what I'll be doing is I'll come in here, like, every 5 minutes, or, like, every 45 minutes it'll cross my mind. I'll think, you know, I got to get on there and make sure that my turn bar isn't full. It's just a pain in the ass. It really is. I don't know why I don't just set my timer for 3 hours and just go away from it and say, okay, I don't have to do anything until that timer runs out. When it runs out, then I go in and spend them all and let it fill up again. It's like I said before, you've invested 2 years of your life in it. You can't just walk away from it. Or else you figure all that time is wasted. You just got to write it off and cut your losses and walk away. I don't want to do that. I mean, if I've invested this much time in something, I want it to be worth something. And it is worth something. I mean, it's fun being able to come to a game and know that people respect you and they listen to what you say and they honor you and they care about your opinion. You know, and they take your... And when you put input into something, everyone is like saying, yeah, that's true, and, you know, actually treating you like you know what you're talking about, which that's hard to get on the internet, let me tell you. And especially when you got a nasal voice like mine. Okay, I gotta quit doing that. That's stupid. No, even if I was, man, I wouldn't take it out on you guys. Love you. Good lord. Somebody's gonna think I'm on some kind of NyQuil or something.